Hello, this is the second part of chapter 21-22 notes over fungi. Here you're looking at a beautiful picture of some mushrooms. Mushrooms are a type of fungus, one of the types of fungus. And scientists used to think these things were plants. Can you look at up this picture and see why they might have thought that? Yeah, they've got a stem. They've got something that looks like a flower up here. And if you look below the soil, they've got something that looks similar to roots. But after careful scientific study into these guys, you'll see they're not green. Most of them are not. And they decided that maybe they were a lot more different than plants than originally thought. This is kingdom fungi. Fungi are heterotrophic. That is probably the biggest difference between fungus and plants. Remember, plants can make their own foods. They are autotrophic, auto meaning on their own, trophic meaning nutrition. So they get nutrition on their own. Fungus can't do that. Fungus have to obtain energy by breaking down and absorbing organic matter in the soil through their mycelium, which is what their roots are. And they are extremely important in the environment as decomposers. Those mycelium get down into the soil and absorb all the dead matter, and that's what they use for their nutrition. Their cell walls in the cells are also different. Um, Fungal cell walls contain chitin, chitin. That is also a substance found in insect exoskeletons. Fungal cells divide by mitosis, and they are classified into phyla based on the type of structures produced during their sexual reproduction. So when you break down the kingdom fungi into their different phylum and classes, it's all based on the sexual reproduction and the structures that are produced then. Some examples of fungi are rhizopus, which is the bread mold. Yeast. Go back. Thought we had a picture there. Unicellular fungi, which are yeast, are important because they break down carbohydrates. We use them when we are producing bread and alcoholic beverages. The yeast are little guys that can remain inactive for a long time, and then when you mix them with some sugar or with flour, then they start eating. And when they eat, they also produce gas, carbon dioxide, I believe, and those gases are what produce the holes in bread. You also have morels, truffles, and some mildews. The morels and the truffles are important in cooking. In fact, one of the most expensive foods in the world is truffles. They're very difficult to find and only grow in certain parts of the world. The common mushroom and the puffball are also fungi. They can cause diseases such as rust and smuts and destroy crops. So this would be like a puffball. Here are some mushrooms, and here is some fungi that has gotten into a piece of corn and destroyed it. If you've ever been sick with a bacterial infection, then you might have taken an antibiotic called penicillin, and penicillin is a fungus. Here is penicillin growing on an orange. That's one of the ways fungi can be used beneficially. Of course, just like every other kingdom, fungi can be bad for you. And we've got diseases such as athlete's foot, ringworm, that can not kill you, but definitely cause you some discomfort and pain. There's a picture of ringworm. Fungi have also learned that sometimes it's better to live with other organisms, and there are two symbiotic relationships of fungi. One of them is with algae and the other is with plant, and they are a mutualistic relationship. Remember that word from our study of symbiosis a few weeks ago, because both of the species that live together benefits. Mycorrhizae, and I don't know if I'm saying that right, is a relationship between fungi and plant roots. The fungi transfer nutrients in the soil to the plant roots, and the plant roots supply carbohydrate to the fungus to help it live. So again, that is a mutual relationship, mutualism between the fungi and the plants. We also have lichen, and there's chances that you've seen lichen before, and that is a relationship between fungi and algae. The fungus protects and provides nutrients to the algae, and the algae provides food to the fungus. And most of you have seen probably pictures of fungi on tree limbs. And there's some more lichen. And that's the end of our fungi notes.